Hi everyone, Plumbovs at A here. And if this is your first time on my channel, I hope you like it and I hope you stay. If you are returning, thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. I'm back with another video after not recording for about 3 to 4 weeks. It's really hard to actually juggle a professional career and content creation at the same time. Sometimes you just want to rest, right? Because work can be hectic, and then on weekends you just want to rest and not do anything. So I am back with another video, and this was mainly inspired by Ocean Sims when she did her calendar update. And I said, listen, I can actually do it for my South African Let's Plays and make it South African style, because obviously most calendars are based on the Northern Hemisphere, and it would be nice to actually see a Southern Hemisphere calendar. So without getting into what is this? Maybe you can call to meal and eat this bread. Yeah, maybe do that. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's just get into the calendar. I've already filtered it for the holidays, which are the ones that I'll be showcasing. So how I set it up is that every season has 21 days. So got a mod, I will link it in the description, that actually turns the 28 days into 21 days. So you still choose your seasons to go for 28 days, but in the calendar it'll actually show as 21 days for the seasons. So which makes it great because it's a month for every season, which is similar to what we have. We just have more days than they do. But yeah, that's how I set it up for it to actually be realistic. So I take it now. It is the beginning of December. It's summer, and we are on the first day of December. And if you look at our holidays, we firstly have the December mood. So this is so realistic in a South African sense because South Africans really, really love December. In December, we are the happiest. Everything shuts down, and we are also happy that it's December. So I included that so that we can decorate for the summer. We can create some music, art, and really, really enjoy December as it is, right? Okay. And then the next holiday is the Day of Reconciliation. And I think that is a holiday in South Africa. I really like Day of Reconciliation because for me, it's usually when people, you know, are closed at work, schools are closed, and you have this holiday right after that because usually people close like on the 15th of December. So you have this holiday right after that. And it's such a beautiful holiday to actually have a braai and, just chill with friends and not worry about go, going to work or having school or anything like that, like no worries. So I included that for my Sims to actually just enjoy their December with friends, family, and maybe air some grievances because that's what the Day of Reconciliation is all about. And then we have 4 days of vacation. So I want them to go on vacation. You're supposed to go on vacation or travel on these 4 days. You should not be at home. That's how it should be, right? Okay. And then we have Summerfest Eve, which is synonymous with Christmas Eve, but it's Summerfest Eve. And we all know on Summerfest Eve or Christmas Eve, we bake desserts, we braai, we invite guests, our families come over if they are coming over. And it's just a nice time to just relax and be with family. Not really relax, because you don't relax. You are preparing for the next day. So, but it is such a nice time to be in. And then we have Summerfest, which is synonymous with Christmas as well. And this is all about being with family, having a meal with family, giving gifts, opening gifts, and drinking and having a nice time with family. We all love it. And yeah, that's the holiday. Then we have New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is just New Year's Eve as it is. Nothing special there. But I did actually remove the make resolutions because I just find it very. We don't really make resolutions on New Year's Eve. It's literally in Jan, maybe like the first day of the new year where we actually make resolutions. So I moved that as well. Moved it here to New Year's preps. So this is where we prepare for the new year and we make resolutions. You prep for university or school or work. We clean to welcome the new year in a very clean environment. So those are the activities for the day. And then we have back to school and work. So I included that because for me, I feel like it's such a significant time, and you can actually take school pictures because I usually forget to actually take school pictures or pictures of my Sims, especially in these milestones when they are still in primary school or in high school. I forget to take pictures, and then at the end of the day, I don't have pictures of my Sims. So it will remind me to actually take pictures of them. And then people exercise, not people, Sims, they exercise and they fast because we all know that at the beginning of the year, that's what we do. We want to, we want to eat well, we want to exercise, we want to get rid of certain habits, we want to, be financially wise, all of these things that we do at the beginning of the year. I want them to do all of that. So it's basically a reset of the year. Yeah, basically. And then we have Love Day. Love Day is Love Day as it is. I will not go further in it. I did include the air grievances just to be dramatic. I just want a little bit of drama in it. Anyway, then we are done with summer. So now we are going into autumn. And in autumn, we have Sims Rights Day. And that is basically a day that is synonymous with Human Rights Day in our country. So that's why I have remembrance. We remember the ones who actually fought the struggle and who actually fought for our freedom and our rights, right? Our country was not like this 35 years ago. And, we remember the people who actually fought. We volunteer, give out our time, help other people. We tell stories about the past and how it was, and we have a thankful spirit for where we've come as people. So I included that because I wanted it to actually feel like a South African let's play. Not let's play. Oh my gosh. To feel like a South African calendar. To feel like a South African calendar. Okay. And then we have Good Friday. And Good Friday doesn't have to be a religious holiday. I mean, it could be just a Good Friday. You do whatever you do. You light candles, whatever you do to, I guess, remember the ones who we've lost, right? If you have a loved one that you've lost, can remember them by lighting candles or, you know, going to see family or anything like that. But it's just Good Friday and it's just a remembrance day. And then we have Family Day, which is somewhat Easter, and we have the egg hunt, the festive lighting, the thankful spirit. We invite guests over and we have a grand meal. So it's all about spending time with family and I guess also being thankful for family. And then we have Hustle Day, and you don't really hustle on this day. Actually, I should have called it Hustlers Day. I think hustlers would make sense. Okay, let's change it a bit. Hustlers. Yeah, we'll call it Hustlers Day. So, because South African are such hustlers, I thought I should actually put in a day that basically celebrates South Africans and how we hustle. But this day is to actually relax or give back or whatever, the Sims want to do, but to recognize that you work hard, and you deserve a day that commemorates how hard we work. That's basically it. And then you have freedom and reflection, which is also synonymous with Freedom Day. And I feel like I wanted to say Freedom Rights Day, Freedom Day, which is on the 27th of April. So we are in April here, and like I said, it's the day of the first democratic. elections in our country. So I included it where just for the Sims to be thankful and tell stories about how it was before everyone had the equal opportunity to actually vote, and to just make music and make art as well. And then we have Mother's Day in May, and the activities that I've included for Mother's Day are you will bake something for mom, gift mom, hug mom, and have a grand meal, breakfast with mom, right? Okay. And then we have Harvest Fest. I just didn't remove it, but yeah, just it's, I guess it's nice to just have Harvest Fest. This is autumn in a nutshell, and then we get into winter. So this is now June. We have winter warmers, which is the beginning of winter. My favorite season, by the way. I love winter. I love winter so much. I don't even know how to describe it, but I love it. Anyway, we will drink and we'll sit by the fire and get cozy in winter. We don't have much happening in June, I guess. I actually should have moved this here, but anyway, it's fine. And then we have Father's Day, where we will gift the parent, we'll hug a parent, and then, dad will watch sports TV. That's how we'll celebrate Father's Day. And then we have Youth Day. I'm actually gonna move Youth Day up here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna move it here. So we have a Youth Day where we celebrate the youth and we also remember what the youth of 1976 actually fought for. I feel like I'm making it very political, but I'm not trying to be political. But yeah, we just tell stories and make art and music and all of those. But I just wanted to have these holidays that are synonymous with our South African holidays, and but also synonymous with the game as well. So I guess we'll celebrate all the young adults in the game. Yeah, okay. And then we have Children's Day in August, and we'll just play games with children and appreciate children for what they bring in our lives, right? I love family gameplay, so there was no way I was not going to celebrate kids. I love children and we will celebrate them. Listen, we will celebrate them. Anyway, and then we get to Women's Day, and this is when we actually appreciate women. And I guess, our women will go to a spa, they'll get flowers, depending on whatever needs to be done on that day. I didn't include any activities because, I just wanted to be a free holiday where you can actually do anything for Women's Day. Um, yeah, and then we are done with winter now. We get into spring. So, spring, we have Spring Day, which is the first day of spring, and it's all about water fun. I know in the past in South Africa, we used to splash each other with water or go swimming on the 1st of September. That was before the climate changed. I think now the 1st of September is still a bit cold. We are still in winter, but it used to be warmer back in the day. Like, I remember when I was like 6, it was warmer back then. And, we could actually celebrate Spring Day properly. But now things have changed, but I want my Sims to have that. So we have Spring Day and it's water fun, basically. And then we have Arbor Day, which is a week in South Africa. I think like from the 1st of September to the 7th of September, you have Arbor Day where you actually plant trees. So it's all about the environment. So I included the activities gardening. So we'll plant trees, we'll garden. It's all about nature on this day. So that's the holiday here. And then we have Heritage Day, and Heritage Day is what is known as Bride Day in South Africa. But this celebrates the diversity that we have, the diverse. This celebrates the diverse cult. Why can't I say it? It celebrates our diversity as a country, okay? and all the cultures that we have. We have so many cultures. I know we have like 12 official languages, but we have so many cultures in South Africa. And I also wanted the Sims to actually celebrate their cultures, right? I'm actually thinking of getting a mod. I know there's a mod that has a lineage and something about where you're from and all of that. I think that would be nice to actually have. But yeah, on Heritage Day, we barbecue, we braai, we create music, we wear our traditional attires, and we eat our cultural dishes. So that is Heritage Day. And then we have Goals Reset Day. And basically, Goals Reset Day is looking at the year. We set goals on in January, and let's see how far we've come. That's basically it. And cleaning. So you're basically resetting your home, and you are resetting, yeah, your goals as well. And then we have Black Friday, which is actually around this time in November, I think. Yeah, and we have that. And then we have Pride. So we usually celebrate Pride, I think, around October in South Africa. So that is to appreciate the LGBTQIA community and support them. So this is a day that is dedicated to them. So there'll be fireworks, decorations, and the art and music spirit. And then we have a baby event. Honestly, it's all about making babies, and I just want them to make babies. I should have actually included this. I think there is, I think there is what is this? A tradition that includes woohoo. So I think I'm going to include that. Yeah, I think I included watch romantic TV and woohoo, and hopefully, you can make babies. And then we have spring reset day. So this is resetting for the almost the end of the year. And this is where you do laundry, you clean, you arrange flowers, you garden. And that's basically cleaning as we know it. So the Sims will prepare their houses for December because a lot is happening in December, right? So that is the holiday. And then lastly we have the lottery. I just put it in there and left it in there because I genuinely want my Sims to win the lottery at some point. They will. And I will never remove this holiday. I will always have it until one of my Sims wins. I've never had a Sim that won the lottery, but I'll never stop fighting. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and interact in any way. And I will see you guys in the next video.